Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I'm Buding, market economist at Mizuho Bank. This week's theme is Precarious. This week, we start off with a quote from Charles Dickens. It was one of those March days when the sun shines hot and the wind blows cold, when it is summer in the light and winter in the shade. Charles Dickens, Great Expectations. Market buoyancy, if not exuberance, appears to be premised on great expectations of a soft landing engineered by a Fed pivot amid US exceptionalism. But the underlying realities are more precarious than the facade of a solid turnaround that is looking to build into a Santa rally. And this precarity resonates with Dixon's wisdom on summer in the light and winter in the shade. Precarious is the market optimism making for sustained buoyancy in risky assets led by equities and accompanied by a suppression of the Greenback. For Precarious is also the assumption of a Goldilocks soft landing intertwined with bets on a Fed pivot, which allows for markets to surmount, if not challenge, higher yields and a stronger US dollar. Ultimately, both market overconfidence and the Fed's calculus may prove precarious. Markets overestimate the Fed's sensitivity to low-hanging disinflation, while the Fed overestimates consumer resilience, from which much of US exceptionalism is derived from. Fact is, record 9.8 billion online sales for Black Friday do not distract from a higher bar for discounts needed to lure shoppers or deferred payment inducements that front-load sales, both of which reveal precarious discretionary spending capacity than consumption itself reveals. And on the other hand, despite encouraging decline in inflation, which will likely show up in the Fed's preferred PCE benchmark on Thursday, the precarity of sustaining last-mile disinflation may mean that Fed hawks may be more restrained about backing down. Precarious too is the truce between Israel and Hamas, and by extension a wider pullback in the perceptions of geopolitical threats, which may in fact continue to pose Fed tail risks. The welcome relief is the freeing of hostages in exchange for prisoners amid ceasefire. And the more sobering reality, though, is the deep mistrust that keeps the ceasefire fragile. What's more, Israel's overt aim of removing Hamas means that the truce may prove to be precarious and may inevitably turn out to be a brief punctuation before an existential conflict resumes. Softer oil, partly reflecting the facade of positivity and downplaying the precarity of geopolitics, must however brace for a precarious state of OPEC Plus dynamics. The deferred OPEC Plus meeting, now moved online from in-person, reflects growing tensions amid unhappiness about curbs and market share loss within the cartel. But this net cannot be taken as a conversion that lowers oil prices. Instead, it may entail near-term tightening of a supply cut compliance. In China, the optimism is also precarious on Beijing's concerted measures to backstop the property sector, as Beijing's probe on shadow banking giant Zhongzhi warns of ongoing woes. And given the inextricable linkages between shadow banking, property, banks, and household investments, with the attendant contagion risk that is embedded, this means that economic and financial confidence are not just precarious, but could arguably be in real peril, especially as policy inclination for discipline and demand stimulus coexist in a precarious balance. Meanwhile, China's industrial profits, slipping from a soft base alongside poor industrial sentiments, imply that economic recovery is precarious. Elsewhere in EM Asia, the BOT on Wednesday, the BOK on Thursday will be ostensibly on hold, but it is Fed pivot bets that mask the precarity of real rate spreads moving in favor of the US. Likewise, solid Q3 GDP print from India may overstate the durability of consumer leverage as well as insulation, especially should the global economy wobble. Or said, hankering for Santa rallies is poor excuse to disregard the precarity of March days. For more information, please refer to our week ahead publication or contact your respective sales desk and RMs. And for regular notification on our market views, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you.